All right, we are live. Let's go. Hello, games done quick. Welcome to the CHUNITHM Luminous Plus Arcade Showcase, live from Singapore. CHUNITHM is a vertical scrolling arcade rhythm game released by Sega in their Geki Through My lineup, which also consists of Mai and Ongeki. You tap notes from the top to the bottom onto a judgment line using a touch-based sensor known as a ground slider. Now, what makes this game unique is that on the side of the cabinet, as you can see on the player camera right here, are two air sensors, and we will be having to activate these air sensors by lifting or lowering our hands. The three of us here are some of International's best players, so we will hopefully offer you incredible skill, incredible songs, and incredible entertainment. So let us do a player introduction, starting with Blaze.
Hello guys, I'm Blaze. I've been playing CHUNITHM for 3 years. My max rating is 17.35. And today, January 10th, is my birthday.
Woo! Give it up for Blaze's birthday.
Alright, so hello everyone, I'm Beazat. So I've been playing CHUNITHM for about 2.5 years, and I really enjoy playing the lower level songs in the game. And most of the time you see me playing those songs and going for maximum scores. And so far I have about 900, just above 900 of them. Yeah, and my maximum rating in CHUNITHM is 17.40.
Just to put it in perspective, he has 900 maximum theoretical scores. I only have 44. So that's the contrast that we're having to deal with. And I'm Raveille. I've been playing CHUNITHM for 4 years, and my current max rating is 17.31. Now, if you recognize my name or my voice, that's because I actually was featured in the Summer Games Done Quick Online 2021 My Finale showcase as commentary for Star Kirby 86. So I had a lot of fun back then. So let's have some fun today. With that out of the way, Blaze, it is time. Let's have you at the CHUNITHM podium and we can get things started. All right, so unfortunately, we can't be at the venue at Pittsburgh to show all of you this game in person, but we do have a mini live audience behind us. Applause, yeah. I'm not sure if the voice filtering picked that up, but they're real. You can see that they have plushes, so don't worry about it. Let me explain how this showcase is going to work. Every credit contains 3 songs. At the end of the credit, the player will be going through logout screens to collect in-game rewards, and after that, they will be logging out. And what will happen is Blaze will become a commentator, and I will become the player. And then after I finish my credit, I will become a commentator and Beazat will become the player. And we do this for 6 songs. Sorry, 6 credits. That's 18 songs. We got a lot of songs to go through. Not just 6, we have 18. Alright. We do have the Metaverse Boss Song Rush incentive tied to the $1 million total accumulative donation, which is crazy. So if you want to see all of us die, just kidding. If you want to see all of us challenge CHUNITHM's hardest songs, do donate and remember to take that incentive.
That's right. So there will also be some downtime whenever we have to switch players, and we will use the downtime to have our host Pride read out some donations. Alright, let's go. So I think we'll get into the game right now. The first song we have is Rainy Color Watercolor by Harasuya Sabo and Rika. So this song is the first CHUNITHM original song added to the version Paradise Lost, which is the version that can be most commonly found for those living in America and also Europe.
Alright, then without further ado, let's get a countdown and begin the showcase in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, starto! Welcome to the CHUNITHM Showcase. As the song plays, I will introduce the basic information of this game. You'll soon start seeing notes appear and we'll have to tap them as they reach the judgment line at the bottom. And I'm going to notate these notes as colored strips. So the song begins with these blue strips, called a slide, where you have to tap the beginning and trace it as it moves along the slider. The red strips are standard tap notes, and we'll soon see some green and pink arrows, which means we'll have to lift our hands and lower them onto some orange strips, which are hold notes. And we have some green lines as well. These are called air holds and air action, which require the player to lift their hands up, where the air sensors can detect movement and wave across them.
Alright, so here we have the first instance of cross-handing, where your hand crosses over the other to hit notes on the opposite side. So understanding this technique is fundamental as it prevents your hands from getting all tangled up.
Yep. These grey and blue notes are flick notes, where you have to swipe sideways on the ground slider to hit them. Now, onto the judgments themselves, because you can see right next to the timer, there is a custom-made judgments box, live as Blaze plays. We have Critical Justice, which is the highest scoring judgment. There's also Justice, which is still considered a perfect judgment. And then we have Attack, which is a good judgment. And of course, the Miss.
Okay, so now we are at the first chorus of the song. You start to see how the various elements of the game are implemented together to achieve a smooth and almost dance-like playing experience. So let's talk about the level system in CHUNITHM, shall we? Scales from level 1 to 15 with decimal points on songs over level 7. So 0.5 to 0.9 chart constants warrant a plus symbol next to the level. And as you can see, this song is rated at 11+, and more specifically 11.8. So later on, we'll be playing songs with chart constants as high as 15.3, and we're only just getting started. So notice that slides can be used to create various shapes and patterns. So like these raindrops and hearts. There's also nice use of slides here for this zigzag pattern.
Alright, scoring-wise, the highest score you can attain on a song is 1,010,000 points. So the ranks are split as such. 1,009,000 and above is a triple S plus, 1,007,500 and above is a triple S, 1,005,000 above is double S plus, and 1,000,000 and above is a double S. So we have ranks under them too as S plus, S, A, B, and so on.
And the GDQ crowd watching, you guys can get a double S rank too if you donate some money.
Yeah.
1 million, the big 1 million milestone.
You definitely can. GDQ chat can hit the double S rank in CHUNITHM as we actually have our first All Justice of the showcase. Let's go! So, as I mentioned, 1,010,000 points is the highest score you can get, which means that Blaze was off by 27 points with 5 Justices. The margin of error is very small, and this also creates a new challenge for high-level players to try and go for the All Justice Critical. Oh, I think the rain has stopped, so let me just keep this right now.
And you may have seen that Blaze's high score is actually 1,010,000 points, so he does indeed have the All Justice Critical.
Yep. Alright, Rainy Color, Watercolor is only the first song of 18, so now we'll move on to our second song. Also, I do apologize, we did mention that there's a judgment box, but I don't think it's being shown on stream. But you guys can see the judgments at the top of the UI on the gameplay feed. So this is the first segment of the showcase. We'll be showing off CHUNITHM's huge song selection, huge song library. And just to give you an example, we have Baka Mitai Taxi Driver Edition originating from Yakuza 5. So shout outs to Big No-No on his Yakuza Any Percent run.
This song is meant to be a karaoke song, so if you are watching and you happen to know the lyrics, feel free to join Kazuma Kiru in his singing.
Oh boy. I might want to spell your ears because I can't really sing, but something to point out is that the ground slider is split into 16 small columns, and as there are that many columns, note sizes can differ from 1 column small up to 16 column wide. So we'll see that later on. Alright, so we got some very small notes, as you can see, very tiny. You have to be precise with your aim for this one. Alright, we got some 4-note chords with air notes going up and down. All you need to do is just hit them upward and you'll be fine. Alright, this song is a little bit too good to give up, so I might want to start going the song a bit. I love you. And the notes form a harp. These yellow notes you see are called EX notes. And those notes only have 2 judgments, a critical justice or a miss.
So now here are some slides that congregate into the middle. Soon you'll see some sayonara, and the air actions make you do a waving goodbye motion.
Alright, here comes the chorus. Dame dame.
So you may have seen the notes forming crosses that Blaze actually swipes through. So sliding through tabs is a technique that is unique to CHUNITHM, as you can run your hands all over the keys on the ground slider to create new inputs. So when Blaze does an X motion over the 16 keys, the game treats it as 16 unique inputs. So sliding is always a good technique to keep in mind when the tabs get all bunched up together.
Alright, we are now approaching the outro of Baka Mitai, but we still got a couple more notes to end of this song. Still holding the All Justice as well. Can we get a back-to-back All Justice? Here we go. The ending slows down. We got a couple more small notes in the middle. Not a problem for Blaze, the second All Justice of the run. Let's go. Alright, that was Wakamitai. So before we begin the third song, I actually want to address a very interesting technical aspect of CHUNITHM. So, here's something I made with bamboo paper and IKEA pencils. So each pencil, as you can see here, is a note. The yellow box is the Justice critical timing window, and the red boxes are not. So every note in the game has two judgment layers, an early layer, which is the bottom of the note, and a late layer, which is the top of the note, because notes fall downwards. So let's say you have two notes, like this, one in front and one behind. The first note's early layer is going to be unaffected as there's no note in front of it. However, the second note's early layer is cut off like this. Like this. So it is impossible for you to hit a bad judgment on the second note as long as it gets hit after the first. So what players will do for these kinds of notes is to just rub in a circular motion on the ground slider so it hits the most amount of sensors with the least amount of energy used, and you won't hit a bad judgment on any of the notes. So like what we saw with the hearts and the X's, Blaze, all he had to do was just rub on the ground slider and he managed to hit all of them perfectly.
That's right. So now, to continue our song library showcasing segment, we would like to present a song that many may know to be a meme.
I love memes. How about a song that was showcased during Wakari vs SGDQ run last year? Brain Power. This song is composed by Noma, originally appearing in Konami's arcade game Sound Vortex. However, it was removed due to Noma cancelling the contract with Konami, which ended up allowing the song to be distributed to other games such as CHUNITHM. So if we are ready, if you guys know the lyrics to the song, you might want to either sing along or spam away in GDQ chat, because I know there are people ready for their copy pasta. So just an intro here to get ourselves ready. Alright, here's the first verse. So we have some fundamental patterns, and this will be a good time to explain a few terms in this game.
Yep, so as we have established that CHUNITHM is a vertical scrolling rhythm game, most top players will be playing with a 4-key playstyle, so primarily 2 ring fingers and 2 index fingers. So of course there are many alternative playstyles in which players use their middle fingers, their thumbs, even their pinkies.
Their pinkies, okay. We'll see about that. Indeed, this card does utilize a lot of 4 key elements, which means that you have to use 4 different fingers to hit some of these fast patterns in order to get high accuracy. We're about to approach the chorus. I don't know if GDQ chat is ready. Are y'all ready? Let the bass hit.
So now we enter the chorus and we see Blaze having to hit many quick alternating patterns with his fingers. So they also overlap a little, so players have to be careful not to literally run into their own hands.
Yes, it is definitely a problem for newer players. Whenever they have to cross their hands, they might accidentally hit their hands or fumble them, you know. So that's definitely a technique that we have to be wary of. And now we enter the chorus with a dubstep section with more of these 4 key elements and a few cross-handing patterns, which also forces you to move your arms across each other. We got another section of dubstep. We got a few more measures of this, and then we have a second chorus. And I want all of you to look at the slide of this second chorus, the slide shape. Here we go.
Now into the second and final chorus of the song, where you can see the slides form the lyrics. It forms the lyrics of the song. So the letters O, A, E, and I, even J, can be seen in creative methods from the charter. So this section is really fun to hit and definitely shows the flexibility of CHUNITHM charters to make certain patterns fit the context of the song.
Yep. We're approaching the end very soon. And that was Brain Power. And that also means that we have come to the end of Blaze's credit in All Justice. Triple All Justice. So what is going to happen is Blaze is going to go through a couple of logging out screens, rewards and such. And after that, I will be swapping with Blaze. I will become the player. And Blaze will become the commentator together with Beazat. And yes, this is Games Done Quick. So we will be trying to make this swap as quick as possible, but we would like to get a couple of donations.
Oh
and
my
we'll also
goodness,
try and
and
fix
there
the
are
body
so
cam in the meantime.
many
So
for y'all.
Pride,
This is
help us out, give us some
absolutely
donations.
incredible.
Thank
We
you.
have $50 from Dahlia, who says, 2 incentives with 1 donation, sign me up. Can't wait for upgraded Hitman and extra CHUNITHM. And folks, I would just like to bring up to you that we are of right around $130 away from that Hitman Blood Money upgrade to professional incentive. We can absolutely hit that. That has been blazing this run as we're up to $63,000. My goodness, excuse me, out of 1 million to upgrade us to that incredible metaverse boss rush. So keep those donations flowing and we will bring you more GDQ beauty. We also have a very special donation here from Starrod Kirby 86. Yeah, $750. It says, I remembered Raveille after you commentated for My finale. You had your pie-in-the-sky dream of running CHUNITHM at GDQ. Come today, just knowing how you, Beazat, and Blaze have been working meticulously, optimizing misfires, rubbing sliders, and even clipping those nails. We're all extremely proud and rooting for you. And Niceboat has one last thing to say. Don't fail like Judy on XL Techno Remix. Thank you so much, Starrod Kirby.
Oh,
We won't.
we won't. All right. Then let's do a quick swap, and we'll still try to fix this body camera. But
Absolutely.
let's
Time
see,
for
we're gonna
another
keep the
couple
show going.
donations. Fantastic.
Yes. Let's
Yeah,
do,
I have
maybe two more.
$100 from Anonymous. They say Singapore represent. There's so much love coming in from Singapore. We have another $100 from Peculiarities that says shout out to the GDQ Discord community who've kept me going for years now through good times and bad. I love you all and consider you really important friends. Greetings from Singapore.
Hello. Nice to see you guys tuning in.
We have another $50 here from Star Creator, who says, so excited to see CHUNITHM. Penguin emoji. Thank you very much. So much penguin love in here as well.
Well, the CHUNITHM penguin is the mascot of the game, so we're bound to see a lot more of it coming up right up soon.
Yep, if y'all love penguins, this is the game for you. We have $25 from Mike the Mush, who says, anyone else's TV just turned into a GDQ machine this week? Thank you so much. And I know that my TV and computer and laptop and phone and everything are GDQ machines all week long. We have $25 here from M. Rasmus, who says, CHUNITHM crew represent. Wonderful game, love to the arcade rhythm community. Thank you so much, M. Rasmus. We are so excited to be here.
Alright, so I think we have Blaze working on the camera issue, but we will still go ahead with Raveille's credit. Oh, is it up? Oh, never mind, it's back up.
I'm sorry, GDQ, please bear with us, but we got the camera rolling. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah.
brilliant.
Thank you guys for all the amazing donations, and remember to get your donations into the Metaverse incentive if you want to see us challenge some of the hardest songs in the game. So anyways, how was your first credit, Blaze?
Well, that was stressful. I can't believe the amount of pressure that I would feel knowing that I'm playing CHUNITHM to a massive audience. Also, I believe we're going to continue the Song Library exhibition.
We indeed are. So Raveille's first song will be Death by Glamour, which is one of my favorites from the Undertale series. So shout out to Toby Fox and all the Undertale runners over the years at GDQ. So Blaze, as Raveille begins, let me put you on the spot with this question. So what brought you into CHUNITHM?
Well, at first, I was looking for an alternative to Demo, one of my favorite childhood mobile rhythm games. And when I found CHUNITHM, what drew me in was its freedom of movement, satisfying gameplay, creative and high quality charting, banger song library. You know, it feels just like playing an instrument. And as a failed pianist, I found salvation and great satisfaction playing CHUNITHM. I also love the social aspect of an arcade rhythm game, since CHUNITHM was my first one, and I've made more friends than I can ever imagine all over Asia. And traveling to meet them has always been the cherry on top.
That's really amazing to hear. I'll share about myself later on, and let's get back to the song real quick. So as we know, CHUNITHM chart designers like to include chart references to source material of the songs. On the right there, you can see, if you played Undertale, you recognize the bombs that Metaton throws at you during his boss fight. So instead of shooting them away, you actually just give them a nice tap. So now we'll see the playing area split into two, and if you look at it sideways, it appears to be the rating chart in Metaton's boss fight that kind of fluctuates all the time. So CHUNITHM has its own rating system too, which goes up to 17.43 in this version of the game. And this number is tied to how good your recently set scores are, as well as the average rating of your best 30 unique charts across the game. So soon we're coming up to the saxophone solo. You know, I read somewhere that Metaton lives for his ratings and adores performing. That kind of sounds like you, doesn't that, Blake?
Exactly. I have always been passionate about live streaming my games of CHUNITHM to my friends. And when Raveille approached me about submitting for GDQ, I felt the Metaton within me awakening.
And here we are.
Yeah, I can't believe it. We come up to the end, Raveille's still holding on justice. And watch out, there's a surprisingly fast set of kills as we are nearing the end of the song. Raveille handles it well, of course.
And that was Death by Glamour. So as you can see, Raveille has an all justice with only 6 justices. So he's only 6 off from a perfect score.
Amazing.
1,09,957. So before we head to our next song, let me briefly explain how air notes work in CHUNITHM. So there's actually, on the machine, you can see on the shoulder cam, 6 pairs of infrared sensors that form the region known as the air string. So air inputs are detected when the air string is broken due to obstruction by a player's arm. So when the up or the down arrows appear, no matter where they are on the screen, as long as you break the air strings, it will suffice as a valid input. So for the green lines, however, they are air holes, so you have to continuously be blocking any sensors for it to count.
Yep, that's why we call them air holds, since you're holding your hands in the air. The next song we're going to showcase is quite heavy on air movements, so feel free to watch the hand cam to see how Raveille handles these tricky patterns.
So as we have a U-Beat showcase coming up later this event, we would like to present to you guys a song from U-Beat. So this is Flower by DJ Yoshitaka, and it originates from U-Beat Knit a Pen. So this song has been crossed over to so many games, including CHUNITHM, and was once the song that had the most official appearances in arcade music games. So for the viewers, you may have noticed that this song's difficulty is Ultima. So Ultima charts were added at the start of CHUNITHM New, which is a difficulty on top of Master to give a fresh and more challenging difficulty for older songs. So for instance, this song was added into CHUNITHM 10 years ago back in 2015. But this Ultima chart was added in 2021, a 6-year gap to give fresher and newer ideas utilizing the CHUNITHM new mechanics of air crushes.
Right, now we're entering the build-up section that will lead us into the chorus of Flower. Beazat, join me. Let's go.
Here you start to see some curved air lines, but since we now know how air inputs work, you realize that the game cannot actually detect sideways movement. So chart designers instead use these lines to guide player hand movements, and tracing these lines results in really fluid and groovy gameplay that always seems to guide your arms perfectly to take the following notes.
Indeed, we will be approaching the end of this chorus and into an iconic movement of the song. And if you know what I'm talking about, I want all of you in chat to send some GDQ spins. Here we go, spin!
And Raveille is spinning for his life. And those are just one of the many different ways that more modern charts can introduce new concepts and ideas to players. So there's one more chorus to go now, and if you take a look at the right coming up soon, the air lines have now evolved to become full spirals to match the emotional intensity of the song.
That's right. Raveille is holding triple S plus pace as we're coming up to the end of the song. Let's see if he can close it out. And of course he does.
With a full combo. That's a pretty impressive score. And yeah, that was Raveille's second song, Flower.
Especially his accuracy with only 3 regular justices. Our next song comes from the mobile rhythm game Arca by Frankwitters. This is a song that is really significant to Arca's story, and its chart is also well known for its extensive use of visual gimmicks. Let's see how CHUNITHM pays homage to this iconic chart coming up next.
So, playing this chart well really requires you to be familiar with the song, as some of the patterns just seem to come up from nowhere.
Even from behind you, take a look at this.
From behind you,
Whoa!
that's it. So in Archaea, the intro has these hold notes called arc, which punishes you with a misjudgment the moment you lift your finger off it for even a split second. So Raveille is now treating these slides like Archaea's arc, never letting go, which sends his hands all over the screen, even making them cross for extended periods of time. So when slide notes move around, many CHUNITHM players instinctively transfer them between their hands for greater comfort. But if you decide to trace them quickly, more often than not the slides are designed so that your hands become untangled naturally. And it's also way more fun playing charts as intended. Right, Blaze?
Well, as I've mentioned before, one thing that I love about CHUNITHM is its freedom of movement. Throw me any pattern and I have the option to hit it however I want, not just the chart maker's intended way. I believe this also makes the game more accessible to people with shorter arms. The scroll speed has completely changed just now, right there, for that one set of code. There's some gobble slides also coming up that absolutely adds to the charm and suspense of this chart.
So get ready for a long air hold.
And an air action jump scare.
So we're back to a repeat of the intro now. Let's check out Raveille's hand cam or the shoulder cam for this section.
Yeah, these arcs aren't bothering Raveille at all, but however, the jump scares that about those goals that comes behind you does catch the best of us off guard. You know what? This showcase has been going swimmingly. How about we get a selfie in?
A selfie? Like right now?
Yeah, right now. You guys too. Come on. Nice. And welcome back. A bit more of these rapid fire bursts with holds and wacky slides, mixed in with some quick holding and 4-key movements. Man, I love Breakwitz's music.
Really a very unique and great sound. So as we go into the spectacular outro soon, let's do a quick score recap. So Raveille is currently at 5 justices, incredible accuracy, and he also has 5 misses. So let's see if this count will stay the same as we enter the ending.
Raveille would practically need to hit the ending perfectly to achieve a triple score. And now to the end. Look out! The chart rapidly backscrolls and falls right back down. Will they catch Raveille off guard?
It doesn't. So he's actually now at 7 justice, 5 miss. So he only dropped 2 notes in that section.
Wow.
So that was our half by Very Quickest.
And an incredible triple score by Raveille. Raveille is contemplating about those 4 air misses at the beginning. Well, it's now Beazat's turn to play. Raveille will soon join me here on the bench, and I'll pass the time to Pride to read a few donations.
Oh, absolutely. And y'all, I am getting word that the live audience is popping off. I can tell you that Twitch chat is popping off. People are loving it. This showcase is amazing. And we are not slowing down. Because we have $10 from Nico, who says, in the words of TK Maidza, featuring Flume, "Don't breathe on me, I'm a silent assassin. I eat only, I'm a silent assassin. Got keys on me, I'm a silent assassin. Don't sleep on me, I'm a silent assassin," which is their way of announcing that we have met the Hitman Blood Money Silent Assassin upgrade incentive. And while I wasn't looking, we met the BPM bullets per minute upgrade to 100% clear up as well. So folks, we are working on upgrading Gimmick 2 to the true ending. We're already over halfway there as well. Y'all are crushing it right now. And remember that all of your donations do double time to getting us to that $1 million. So we are only less than $30,000 away from I believe in us so much, Twitch chat. Let's hear from some more people who believe in us, like a nice lost little penguin here. We have $50 from Steel City Prinny, who's saying what I'm thinking. They say, "Here we go, dude! $1 million hype!
$1 million hype!
$1 million hype! Oh my goodness!
Thank you,
we have
Pride.
so many people,
Yeah.
like pouring in love. It's crazy.
It is
Thank you all
amazing. Yeah,
for the wonderful donations. thus
thank you
far.
so much.
How was that credit, Raveille?
That was pretty fun. I did fumble at the start of Archive. I forgot there were air notes.
Man.
That's how punishing this game can be when you forget things, but it's part of the fun. I got to showcase some amazing songs from Undertale to Jailbreak, and let's continue this song library showcase with Knight Rider by Ustao. This song originates from Waka, so shout out to the Waka Reverse Showcase and NB1RS from SGDQ 2024.
This song came to the international version in New Plus, while Japan only received it in Sun. The Japan servers are usually 4 months ahead of us in terms of song updates, but Knight Rider is actually one of the few instances where international players receive exclusive songs first.
Yeah, well, let's see how the CHUNITHM charters have tackled this amazing track and dive right in. Yeah, you and me fight like animals. Some eccentric flick patterns here, and watch the build up. Alright, let's go. First drop here with some fundamental 4 key patterns mixing in with some air movements. And also, we do see Beazat actually playing this song without gloves, which is very interesting. As we all know, like CHUNITHM, you should really be using gloves, but for some players, maybe gloves aren't that necessary. I've got some cross-hand bursts right here. More of these flicking patterns that actually seem to mirror each other and going to the left and then going to the right as well. Right here. Alright.
Beazat, of
Next
course,
section.
handling them perfectly. And now, some classic Usao patterns, as what the CHUNITHM community likes to call them, where you have one hand going up and stepping down onto the ground, going back up again and again.
Yep, it makes for a very tiring experience as well. Whoa, rapid flick burst and now a break. Alright, still holding onto a single justice.
Oh.
But this break won't last long, of course, because we still need to go into another build-up. Flicks on the left, flicks on the right. And now more of these 4 key patterns and into another build-up. Let's go.
This song really makes you want to dance, doesn't it? And the charger really makes your hands feel like it's dancing to the song.
It really is. And now we got some more cross hands, this time really rapid ones. So you have to be careful when you're switching your hands back and forth. And seeing Beazat with his quick precision and aim, making sure that his hands don't clash together, while still maintaining 2 justices.
Incredible accuracy.
Alright, we are going into the final section of Knight Rider. Get more of your GDQ grooves in. One last slide spam right here. An incredible accuracy from Beazat. 2 justice. 10 points. 10 points away from the max score of Knight Rider. Unbelievable.
Whoa, Beazat gained rating.
Oh, whoa, yeah, indeed. So how rating works in this version is that you have a best folder of 30 songs, and we also have a recent song folder of 10. So if you see Beazat gaining rating here, it's the result of him actually improving his recent song folder, probably because he had some lower rating scores in the recent folder, and he has replaced them with this score of Knight Rider.
Alright, well then, let us briefly move along to the next song, shall we?
Yeah, let's continue the song library showcase with a song from my mind. Shoutouts to Star Kirby86 for the donation as we bring to you Moon of Noon by sampling Masters Mega. So this song originates from My Mind Murasaki Plus and is in relation to another song in this game called Son of Sun, which I'm pretty sure a lot of passionate student players will have heard of before.
Something interesting to note here, Beazat is using the mirror setting, which basically fits the chart left to right, and it can be a commonly used setting for top rankers.
Let us begin Moon of Noon then. Alright, we'll see why Beazat has actually opted to use mirror, because there is one pattern, which is the main reason why Beazat has decided to turn the mirror setting on. Let us begin Moon of Noon. We can definitely hear this song beginning, and it is definitely one of the songs that exist.
It is a song. My goodness, this song sounds so goofy and silly already, but these patterns are definitely not, as Beazat has to navigate the starting section carefully.
Indeed, and we have some very small taps again right here. And you have to cross your hands. Look at the hand camera. Look at the amount of movement that's required from your hands to cross each other. And now we're going back to the slide motions and back to whatever this song is trying to convey. Let's talk about the song. This song is composed by Shinji Hosoe, who is most famous for scoring Ridge Racer, Street Fighter EX, and many Namco arcade games between 1987 and 1996. And his main musical genre is techno and gabber, which is characterized by fast beats, distorted and heavy kick drums with dark themes and samples.
With his experience, he can be everyone's friend.
Yeah. How about some finger dexterity testing? As you can see, you are forced to use one hand to hold a hold note down while you're having to tap adjacent tap notes all on one hand. And that's definitely a challenge for your fingers.
And here it comes. The ultimate cross-hand pattern to end all cross-hand patterns. Look at the way Beazat has to manage both his arms crossing over extensively, swiftly, yet still hitting the notes with immaculate accuracy. Take a look.
Repeats again as well. Now there's an upcoming tap slide, goes from left to right, but it goes from right to left because of the mirror, and that was why Beazat opted for mirror. Be careful of these cross hands again, and look at those two holds and a streak of notes in one hand. And now the outro is just a bunch of stuff. Last 6 notes.
And
Justice again. Wow.
an incredible 8 justice, all justice by Beazat.
42 points away from the max score as well.
Yeah, what a ride of a song that was.
What a ride. And as we are about to complete our first cycle of players and into Beazat's final song, let's end this cycle like how Sega likes to end every live stream of their Gekichuma games with Burning Hearts Hono no Angel, sung by Takenobu Mitsuyoshi and originates from Burning Rangers. Shout out to that SGDQ 2016 run by Shooting Clumpy.
This song is very recognizable by the Gekichuma audience, as this is the closing song to pretty much every Sega live stream regarding the Gekichuma games, and is always sung live by Takenobu Mitsuyoshi himself.
Yeah, and with that, I would like to request our live audience here, let's dance with your plushies, I guess. Let's have some fun. Even at the GDQ venue, to those who are at Pittsburgh, still watching us, get on your feet. It's a 13 plus, so nothing too crazy. Let's go.
Well then, let's begin Burning Heart.
Some strong saxophones and electric piano. I gotta be real, GDQ chat. This song is a banger, so let's get some GDQ grooves in chat. Let's make this a party. Woo. We got some basic cross-hand patterns with the air notes and slides. Patterns that you would consider fundamentals in the game. Take a risk of a love. Amazing. A few more cross hands right here. And we got a violent flick burst.
Watch out.
Beazat. Oh, Beazat getting the one attack. That's a very violent flick burst.
It gets to the best of us.
Yeah, it really does. Alright, this builds up to the chorus.
And one last thing. Rangers.
Burning Rangers. Burning Rangers. Alright, this part here. Fly high. It's a flurry of air actions. And back to some more Burning Rangers. Burning Rangers. Just do it. Just Burning Rangers. Saxophone solo. Let's go. Alright, I want to count over here. And at the GDQ venue, let's do a wave to the left. And a wave to the right. Alright, wave from the corners into the middle. Wave from the middle to the corners. Alright, free wave. Uni, free wave, woo! Alright, we got some rapid trills coming here. Beazat, watch out!
Whoa.
Burning Rangers. Burning Rangers. We've got one more time right here. Fly high.
Check out Beazat's hand moving right there. He's got moves. Burning Rangers.
Just do it. Just burning rages. Let's go. Round of applause for Beazat. Amazing. Whew. 5 justice, 1 attack. That's that unfortunate flick from the flick burst. That's a very tough pattern, but hey, more rating gain from Beazat as well.
Beazat returned to rating 17. Amazing. And came back with rainbow possession, but that's a bit too complicated for us to
Oh yeah, possession is a whole different feature in CHUNITHM where you can see Beazat has a rainbow background. But yeah, that's 3 songs each.
Yep. So now we all have done 3 songs each, and it is time to continue into the second half of this showcase. I will once again be playing, and Beazat will once again be commentating with Raveille. And you all know it by now, it is donation reading time. Oh, don't forget to hydrate too.
Oh yes, hydrate. Pride,
Yes, everybody
donations, let's go.
Fantastic. And I know that y'all could not see me, but I was dancing along the whole time. The live audience was dancing, clapping along. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Have we have $500 here from Charbunny, who says this showcase is amazing. The gameplay is peak and the commentary is stellar. The pencil and paper visual for the notes was super helpful, and I have to agree, it really put everything into perspective. But we have $2,000 here from Anonymous, who doesn't seem that impressed. They said, well, I can't do my laundry like my, but this is still pretty cool, I guess.
But you can withdraw your money from a CHUNITHM
Yes, you can withdraw your money
ATM.
from this, I think. It's like an ATM cabinet. You can see in the body camera. Yeah.
Absolutely. And folks, I would like to say that we just met the upgraded true ending incentive for Gimmick 2. While I looked away, somebody met that. Amazing.
Nice.
Fantastic. We have $100 from Waffles, who is saying what's in my heart right now. CHUNITHM hype! 1 million hype! Thank you so much. We have so many more incentives that we've opened just for y'all, so please keep those coming in.
Yes, let's keep this. I don't know if we're gonna have any like donation trains later, but hey, I mean anything to hit that 1 million, it'll be extremely hype. Not just over at Pittsburgh, but over here in Singapore. It's a blast so far, and we're only halfway into this main showcase. So thank you all for the wonderful donations. Thank you, Pride. And reminder, we still got that $1 million to be hit. So do donate to a great cause of the Prevent Cancer Foundation. So how was that credit, Beazat?
That was a pretty fun credit. I think I played really well, and I think we have also shown a good chunk of this game's song library so far, but it's a shame that I was defeated by the flick.
It's okay, you were defeated by flicks. I was defeated by air notes.
Everything that's not a tap causes me issues.
Alright, we have one more song in this song library showcase. So this is Ooh Parts, composed by Camellia for the O's World Cup 2020 tiebreaker. So this song was cut down from its almost 7-minute song length to just 3 minutes long. With a chart constant of 14.9, the highest constant a 14 plus can go. This chart tests a lot of interesting techniques, stamina, and speed.
And it even goes up to 15.2 in the next version as
Yes. So we are actually a version behind the Japan version. And in the Japan version, this song actually gets upgraded to a 15 because it's just that difficult.
It's really, really crazy.
It is very crazy. Y'all need to check this out. So here's the intro. Woo. All right. Just to ease Blaze into the song. But here we go. First segment. We got some fundamental 4-key bursts, cross hands and flips. It looks very colorful over in the gameplay screen. A lot of different colors. Here's the second segment. Utilizes the extreme width of each note to create some tough reading patterns. These taps and holds will overlap each other.
Yeah, and when they overlap, it's really difficult to make sure you're hitting the correct one. So coming soon, this is the third segment. The game throws at you some pretty far-reaching cross-hand patterns, which most players will find to be pretty uncomfortable and unnatural. But funnily enough, while the game wants you to cross your hand, it doesn't stop players like Blaze look for ways to simply not do that.
In what way?
So look at these flicks. Watch the blue slides as they instruct your hands to go to the other side, but Blaze opts to snap back to the orange holes instead.
That's incredible. Here's the fourth segment. Now that you're all warmed up, random egregious bursts go. Crazy back and forth tap bursts and flip stack to spice this shut up even more. And still holding the all justice, and just to let all of you know, we're only halfway through the song. a well-needed rest section for Blaze because the second half is coming up very soon.
So you can hear the introduction of some electric guitars now, which is the indication of the classic Camellia build-up towards the heavy drop. And you can only imagine what the heavy drop would be in a song like this.
Are we ready? Because if not, here it comes. The chorus part of the song. High speed 205 BPM that tests some 4 key and some 5 key patterns too. Immense amount of stamina and control needed from your fingers, your wrists, and your arms, as you have to navigate through some quick touch and go air holds and flicks, and back into some 4 key and 5 key bursts right here.
Not a second to rest too as we move on from this segment to a piano solo with more emphasis on rapid chord jacks, even more 5 key speed, and the ending here requires the right hand in a crazy way.
Ominous slides that form an omega symbol, just like the song's title, and that can only mean one thing, GDQ. A final drop, pure 230 BPM speed just to drain you dry of all the remaining stamina you have left. As the hand camera continuously rocks to figure from Blaze's hands, we approach the true ending of the song. 2 omega symbols. And that was Upat.
So Blaze absolutely knocks it out the park with a 1,08,711 triple S score. So you can clearly see that Camellia runs in his blood and also in his veins. Triple S is such a great score to get, especially on a GDQ showcase.
Ooh, that's higher than my personal best, by the way. Just to do it on GDQ, yeah, no biggie. Amidst all of these tiring and difficult Master and Ultima charts that we have, as you noticed right under Blaze's player profile card at the top, there's a World's End play ticket. That's because we have a joke category to this game. Remember Utage charts from the My Finale showcase? Well, this is not the same vibe where the charts do not take themselves too seriously. And here's our first one, composed by T Pazalite and remixed by Cranky. This is Oshama Scramble Cranky Remix.
And I just saw a couple seconds ago that Blaze took off his glasses. Ray, do you know what that means?
I have no idea. I guess we'll have to find out and see. World's End charts can consist of many funny and creative things, such as replicating a chart from an entirely different rhythm game such as Taiko no Tatsujin, or charts like this where it's a little bit ridiculous, I think.
So at the beginning, you see that the notes aren't even moving, and are those cats? So these dark blue notes that form them are known as damage notes, and they are very similar to mines in which you will miss if you activate them. So by intentionally ignoring these damage notes, you will be awarded with a Justice Critical Judgment. So there's one more cat to go.
Alright, currently we have the chart actually playing very similarly to its regular master chart that can also be found in the game's song library, which means at the moment, it's not really anything too crazy from a World's End chart. I mean, the intro was a little bit weird, but like, look at this. I mean, we're still hitting some notes, we're still hitting some air holds, some air actions. We still don't have the answer as to why Blaze took off his glasses. We'll find out soon.
What do you mean by World's End? This looks completely fine. You don't even call it Master, you know?
Yeah, this could have. But we entered the first Let's Do This. And we do have a bobbing and slide air combo. And we also got some... Oh my god, we got some headbanging action.
So that's why his glasses are off.
It's time to clap, guys. Oh, okay. I think it's rest time. So, we can now rest. As you can see, the scroll speed of the chart slows significantly down to signify the rest section. And guess what? It's going to slow down even more right here. It seriously tests your reading ability. But don't worry, fast scroll speed enjoyers, because we have a fast scroll speed section right here. And it slows down. And it speeds back up. And now this is what I like to call a spiking section. We have the spike here. Spike. And now it speeds up even faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. You can't even see the notes. Back to normality.
We have the patterns now from the introduction of the song again, but this time every tap is an EX note. So hopefully it's nothing too crazy.
Oh, let's do some more clapping. There we go, extra note. We got extra note right here. So let's go down. And we got one final slide. And one flick. And that is Oshama Scramble Cranky Remix World's End.
Even though when it seems like everything is thrown at you, Blaze still pulls out with the triple S plus score.
Yeah, one air attack and one tap miss, and that was it. That was all he dropped. Incredible. I gotta catch my breath after that one. It was a fun roller coaster of a chart.
Well then, while you catch your breath, and I'm pretty sure Blaze does too, let me introduce the final song of Blaze's credit. So the final song is gonna be a song from Sega's other rhythm game Ongeki. It's titled Stardust Ray, composed by Kanone and Black White. So this song is a direct sequel to Awesome Atlantis, a song by Kanone, and Lamia, a song by Black White.
Yeah, so Stardust Ray had a very convoluted unlock procedure in Japan where you had to get an All Justice Critical on a separate song that is a 14 plus in order to unlock the map that this song was in. It was very difficult, but for the international version, you only need to get a triple S, only 14 plus. So this song was just added into Luminous Plus, making it one of the newest boss songs available for the international audience. So let's get ourselves stuck in.
So just like most of the modern boss charts in CHUNITHM, you start by seeing something real soon. So yeah, so it's a song starts with some fundamental 4 key patterns mixed in with a couple of cross hands too.
One more round of this. And just like most of the modern boss songs in CHUNITHM, we got a build-up section. And this section will lead us to our first drop, but not without some fast staircases. And here's the first drop.
Now this section here tests some reading ability and rhythm, and as you're constantly having to change positions on the ground slider, here's a triplet chord pattern, back with some more cross hands and jacks, and now on to the next section.
Keyboarding ability is now tested prominently in this section, where you're having to be very aware of fingers and hands are with the ever-changing note sizes. And we also have some one-hand trills and jacks, cross and pick bursts, and on to the next section.
And now one hand will be holding down the slide, and the other hand crosses over to strike a stream of flick bursts.
Whoa, it reversed! Changing flick sizes to keep you on your toes, and back to the 4 keys.
Yep, and the song never lets up. It progressively gets harder and harder to keep up with the increasing difficulty. Now with some added chord jacks, some rapid EX note swipe, and cross hand burst, finish it off.
For the Ongeki enjoyers, you might have heard this melody before. That's because it's the motif of Lamia, and these patterns here are also taken from Lamia's existing CHUNITHM Master Chart tree.
And back to the intro of the song, this time with some extra flick bursts, more erratic crossovers and air notes, and longer 4 key fills.
Alright, and once again, we got ourselves another build-up section. But this time you will have to come face to face with overlapping cross mark 1, overlapping cross mark 2, 24, 30 seconds left, just leading up to a flurry of flick. And it's chorus time.
Here is the chorus now as we are back to some more 4 key action, but with more hand control needed now that there are some holes thrown into the fray as well. So there's a couple more bursts that leads into the slide clicks once again.
And the gas is not let off at all. The second half of this chorus is still relentless, now introducing some 5 key patterns with holes as well. A build up again, and it leads us back to overlapping chords and some note salad.
One attack only, so it's a guitar solo now. One hand has to press down 3 separate chords as your other hand hits jack, and now the hand rolls are swapped.
How about a grand finale to Blaze's credit? This last section here has it all. 5 keys, chord jacks, simple staircases, and more complex tap bursts. And we increase that difficulty. We stop the hands, chord jacks get tighter, more bursts. A final rush right here, and bam, bam, bam! And that was Stardust Ray, and that was Blaze! Triple S plus!
Then Blaze ends up the segment with the main showcase with an action-packed 1,009,016. That's a triple S plus score.
Ooh, that was incredible. Amazing. Well then, that will do it for Blaze's 2 credits of this range showcase. It will now be my turn to play my second credit, and I will be presuming the player role Blaze will join Beazat over here. So, Pride, let's get some donations in.
Absolutely, and I'm absolutely flabbergasted. Folks, every time that I come up here, I intend to announce a new incentive, and you've already met it. We already got another incentive for Ane-san. And we have $250 from Chuni Penguin with a wonderful reminder for us. They say, hi GDQ, don't stop at $1 million. Make sure we hit $1,001,000 and get Triple S Plus during the CHUNITHM Luminous Plus showcase. And to help get us there, we have $25 from Anonymous who says 5 tickets for the Dono train. Folks, can I get a CHUNITHM? That might be a lot to ask for, but Let's get that dono train going. We are so close to that million. We are under $18,000. My goodness, it's been up since I last looked. Y'all are amazing. We have $25 from Penguins, who says, Penguins. That's it. That's the whole comment. Thank you so much, Penguins. We appreciate this. We have $25 from Bem, who says, amazing to see CHUNITHM make it to GDQ. Shout out to the Fashion District Plaza Round 1 community in Philadelphia. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much for that. Y'all, we are so close. Let's push it just a little bit further.
Thank you everyone for your donations. Thanks again, Pride, for reading them out as well. Remember that the CHUNITHM incentive of the Metaverse Boss Rush, as well as the big $1 million mark at GDQ, will be coming up really soon. Hello again, Blaze.
Hello there, everyone. Wait, why is Raveille putting up the piano sheet?
Piano sheet book. Guess we'll find out really soon.
Yep. I guess from the song preview, we can already tell some of you who are familiar with this song.
Since CHUNITHM is one of the more modern rhythm games in arcades, we like to showcase a song that's almost 200 years old from one of the best electronic music composers of all time, Frédéric Chopin.
My boy.
This is Fantasy Impromptu arranged by Sega's Daisuke Anayama as part of CHUNITHM Sun's April Fool's update in 2023. So for all the pianists who have encountered this song before, you may feel that these running notes are a little bit uncanny, and that's because the notes are actually placed in a way to mimic the right hand piano part. Take a look. So funnily enough, this chart comes in at 14.9, which is the highest a 14 class can go. Who knew that a piano music could be this difficult?
I know, right? This chord is especially tricky because it forgoes fixed lanes and runs all over the place, which is really challenging for your finger dexterity and aim.
So now we're back to the same patterns from the beginning, just slightly more dense with additional notes on the side. So every time this motif makes a reappearance, it just keeps getting harder and harder.
Exactly, and at the end, it gets completely overwhelming, making you question whether, oh, look! That too was so fast. But Raveille hit it perfectly.
Now we're entering a quieter section, and I hope you guys are enjoying these beautiful classical pieces from your great grandparents' time.
Sounds about right. Oh, as I was saying, the ending part will get very overwhelming for your fingers' dexterity.
Definitely.
And control and all that. And we're back to the fast-paced running piano notes that we all love, with some different rhythms thrown in this time.
So Raveille is currently playing the song, and he's holding a pace of triple S still with 2 attacks and 2 misses. Let's see how we will make it. Let's see how we will do as he makes it to the end.
And now is the hardest iteration of the beginning motif. Raveille is doing a great job here with his hands flowing all over the ground slider.
So as you can see, the left hand also starts to get really involved now.
Wow, what is happening?
He didn't drop a single note.
Wow, I am watching in awe. He just hit the ending section perfectly.
As we enter the ending section now, we get some tiny notes that gradually slow down to a crawl.
One more attack to close it out, and that's a amazing triple S.
He's bowing
by
just like
Raveille.
a pianist.
Yeah.
Triple S score, 1,07,987. It's a nice start to his credit.
So, let's see another World's End chart in action, shall we?
Let's see it.
We've seen how crazy World's End charts can get with danger notes in Oshama Scramble, Cranky Remix. So, let's throw in some memorization into the mix.
Sounds great. So how does this next song's gimmick work?
It's like a call and response where danger notes will prompt you with a note pattern and you respond by tapping the exact rhythm and position on your turn.
This is Fukai Rhythm Action BBKK BKK, which is the second of 2 World's End songs that we will be showcasing today. Raveille's thinking about it. What's going to show up on the screen? So here come the danger notes. This mini tutorial tells you that the small notes correspond to taps and the large notes correspond to flicks. So it's frozen now, as you can see. So Raveille has to tap and flick to the beat at the right places, as the notes, although invisible, are still coming right at him.
Kick. Nice space. Kick, kick.
Some of you may find the vocals familiar, as the song is actually a remix of the well-known BMS song BBKK BKK, but with vocals from some cast members of CHUNITHM's multimedia series called Irodori Midori. So in CHUNITHM, you find their original songs, but they also have covers of many iconic songs too, including Freedom Dive, Conflict, and even Therno's Perfect Math Class. Oh, and the song just sped up. So over the course of the song, the patterns will switch up and test his short-term memory to the limit. Currently only at 3 justices.
Amazing.
He really must have a humongous brain.
How does he remember everything? Whoa, we're incorporating air and clap? Wow.
These new notes aren't stopping him at all.
Up. Head was speeding up again. Air hold? That's what they mean.
3 justices from just now, but also 3 justices now. Really, like, nothing slips his memory.
Yeah, it hits the entire forest. Perfect. Oh, I just thought of a fun fact for our audience. This song has a hidden obtainable title. If 3 players place the song via in-store matching, you'll get a title that says Bass Kick Clap. Grab your friends and give it a try. These patterns are definitely getting more confusing, but Raveille is executing this part really, really well. Okay. I hope everyone watching is able to keep up.
So now there's some alternating flicks and taps. Will it throw our man Raveille off? Nope, it doesn't.
Final set of trills.
And Raveille wins the chart with an all justice. Only 5 justices. I mean, there was really no doubt that we'll see an AJ. He's worked so hard just to pull this one off.
I'm glad to see Raveille's hard work has paid off. Let's give it up for Ray again.
So in this showcase, we've given you a very small glimpse of World's End. So there are many other chart gimmicks out there. Some charts randomly stop and stutter to the beat, some go backwards, and some even place 2 mini charts beside each other, so you have to play 1 chart per hand. So while World's End is something that we don't usually play, and it's definitely not the primary mode in CHUNITHM, it's always nice to appreciate the chaotic fun that this mode can bring about.
And for us top players, we also find it great for breaking up the monotony between grinding sessions. Pop a World's End ticket and enjoy. We now come to Raveille's last track, Matir, composed by Missile Punch. This chart comes in at 15.3 and is the only level 15 all-justice. So we've seen some extremely high-speed songs, but this one tops the lot at a staggering 270 beats per minute.
Yep, the high speed creates really dense tap patterns that Raveille will show us how to skillfully handle. So the song begins with a few simple hold notes, but it starts to ramp up really quick.
Now it's the continuous flurry of notes that represent the main challenge of the chart, which is keeping up with the high note density. It's a fast trill for ya, but as we've seen in Fantasy Impromptu, fast trills are no issue for a talented Raveille.
You know, despite the high difficulty of this chart, it manages to still be really visually pleasing. And it's pretty rare, I would say, that we have a game like CHUNITHM where the game designers can piece together charts that test you to the limit while still being so satisfying aesthetically to play.
Exactly. Even though the aesthetically pleasing part of the chart may not apply to every single chart in the game, especially the first-gen charts, I can say with certainty that CHUNITHM's charts will only get better and better.
I think so too. And there's also a short slow section here. The patterns aren't necessarily difficult, but players might find it tough to adjust to the speed decrease and end up rushing. But now we're back to regular slow speed with some cross-hand patterns with the holds and airs. So there's also going to be a pretty difficult 4-key section coming up right. Rosy King too?
Let's take a look. To get through with just 2 attacks total.
That's not bad.
That is triple as fast pace.
Listen to the electric guitar melody right here. It's really
Amazing. Yeah, heck yeah, I absolutely adore Freestyle Punch's music. It fills me to the brim with positive energy. Man, they're so nice to listen to.
It's gonna be a pretty difficult outward cat pattern soon. Let's see how Raveille tackles it. Here it comes.
And he swung through it perfectly. Still holding the 2 attack pace. Wow. And we're now going to the final section of the chart, which is about to be absolute chaos.
Raveille really makes this chart look so easy. There's still some zigzag flicks to go. Let's see how he does.
Take a look. Arguably the hardest part. Oh!
That was
That's amazing.
it's only 1 point.
Sorry for that scream, but that is 1 point.
for S plus.
1 point away from a triple S plus. A singular justice. One less singular justice would have gotten him the highest rank achievable
Highest
in
achievable
CHUNITHM.
rank. That's right. That was Makia finishing with a score of 1,008,999. With that comes the end of Raveille's credit. So now it's time to swap players and commentators once again, and also it means that it's time to read some donations.
Oh, and do I ever have donations for you? I have $5,000 here from Humble, who says, our friends at Humble have set up another bundle of games featured during this year's event. Check out the bundle at humble.com and support PCF with your purchase. Folks, we are getting so close to that million. We are less than 13K away. We can get there by the end of this run so that we can get that amazing boss rush. We have another $250 from Starrod Kirby 86, who says, I wanted to donate for each All Justice you've all made, but I've lost count. I have too. This has been amazing and mind-blowing, and we have more people jumping on that train to get us to 1 million. We have $50 from Adorable, who says, I can't stop smiling. I can't stop jamming. I'm on the CHUNITHM train, and it won't stop until after we hit 1 mil. Thank you so much. We have so many people jumping on this CHUNITHM train. We have $5 from Andrew B, who says, CHUNITHM train at 5:55. Thank you so much, everyone. We are going to make this.
Thank you all so much again for the fantastic donations.
Wow, how was that credit, Raveille?
Definitely a step up from my previous credit, for sure, but let's ride this main showcase home with Toa-chan no Omocha Bako, also known as Toa-chan's Toy Box by Linear Ring. So Toa-chan's Toy Box is one of the winning songs from the 4th CHUNITHM Original Song Contest, and this song is full of trickeries and mysteries that await our player, Beazat.
Well, let's see what this chart has in store for us.
So, let's begin this shot off with some very tiny notes.
Yep.
I guess. Yeah, Toa is just rummaging through a toy box. That's pretty normal. Whoa! Okay, I have no idea what that was, but that looked pretty scary. Oh, okay, and it happens again.
I can't believe I'm being jump scared in a rhythm game.
This song sounds so creepy and terrifying.
And we begin. Toa-chan's Toy Box is this first section, using a single slide going around the length of the ground slider. And while you're doing that, you have to hit a bunch of different notes at either the right side, the left side, or even both.
It does seem like Toa is going through her toy box to find something. Whatever that something might be, she's creating a horrendous mess. She should really be cleaning up after herself, but instead she's letting Beazat clean it all up.
Oh yeah, and Beazat is doing a wonderful job. Clean execution, immaculate accuracy. Man, Beazat must be an expensive butler to hire.
Definitely. We got some normality, I hope. I mean, right now the song sounds pretty nice, but it felt like it just came out of the... Oh! Whoa! It felt like it came out from like a horror movie or game. Maybe this showcase belongs on the horror block.
They have, you definitely have a case for that. Now we have some white lines on the side of the playfield. And, oh, it sounds like we've got a visitor.
Oh.
As you continue to navigate through the toy box, the white lines will become pink.
Whoa, okay, we are back. to going through this toy box again with the one slide going around and around. And okay, we got more of these very fast flick burst. Toa, I think we found what you need. You definitely found what you need. What are these overlaps? These bursts, these small notes, these cross and flicks, more of these overlaps. What is going on?
I think we're done.
I think we're done. I believe that is Toa Chan's toy box. Whoa!
And that was Chua-chan's toy box. A very impressive score by Beazat. 1,008,973 with 15 justices and 2 misses.
Only 2 from that. Whatever that was, that was a phenomenal play from Beazat. Oh my gosh, that was a very scary song, and I don't like scary things. Let's lead back to some high-level charts of CHUNITHM. This time with Tavobido by Frums coming in at a 15.1 chart constant.
Yes, this song is one of the most challenging technical charts in the game, where you're not necessarily having to hit high-speed patterns when your stamina draining movements, but rather it tests your precise rhythm and finger dexterity.
Indeed, and as you can see, Beazat has an all justice on this song already. We have been practicing a lot over the last 2 months to try and get the best amount of scores that we can get in this showcase. And we start this song with some air holds, going to some couple of ping rings. Ooh, what is this? Rhythm and instrumentation. Wow. Absurd.
What was the sound signature? I can't tell.
I have no idea too. We got some cross-hand patterns with a shifting slide note, testing your control and accurate movement of your hands and arms.
Exactly, no rest even for the hand that's already jumping left and right. And now we are going to come up to a bit of a break section with the hi-hat. Or we're about to get into something crazy. Watch this.
Whoa, those air crushes mixed in with slides and taps. It feels synchronized to a heartbeat. Beazat has to carefully navigate through this section, knowing which hand to use for the air crushes and slides.
As he's still only holding 8 justices. Out of that section, we go into some quick and rapid taps that vary in note size. Once again, testing your rhythm, finger dexterity, and reading too as you navigate through these patterns.
Incredible play so far. So holding a triple S plus pace as well. And we got some more ping rings.
Ooh.
And now we have some 4 key patterns with a few hold notes. And we do it one more time.
What is this melody? How do I time hits to it?
You can. There's so many hold notes as well now.
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
Still, Beazat is hitting everything so cleanly.
Alright, we got another 4 key section here to rest your hands a little bit, but be warned because the ending is about to come really soon.
Watch out, calm your nerves. Here's the ending. The middle slide action, the heartbeat, and the hold surrounding the slide require you to think quickly on what hands and fingers that you should be using. And it's just absolute chaos that does not relent at all. Holy cow, I think I'm gonna need to grow another arm to hit all this.
Beazat is absolutely destroying this shot as well, still holding on to triple S pace. A few more of these unbelievably challenging cross-hand patterns and burst, and it all accumulates into one last burst rush. With one last sentence, this indicates extreme weakness of the organ. That's an incredible score, triple S. 2 attacks, 3 misses from Beazat. Incredible stuff.
That's our Beazat for you.
That is Beazat. That is one of the best players in Singapore, one of the best players in the international server. Wow, and we have one more song left. And
you're just $5,000 away from 1 million. I think that we can hit that. Let's absolutely go, Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Please, we need to see this boss rush.
I'm just gonna relay this to the on-site audience. We have $5,000 remaining from hit 1 million. $5,000 remaining. and you only have Tricksters left to play. Alright, let's end it with a banger. This is Tricksters. This is a song composed by S. Don and Tino Isuka, revealed in the final round of the Zenza of Perform My Exhibition tournament during the King of Perform My 2019 event, and is a direct sequel to Bouncing from the BMS of Fighters Ultimate 2016 contest.
This is also one of Beazat's level 15 or Justice songs, with a chart content of 15.1. Let's pick this song off.
Alright, GDQ, let's get it. We have one last song in this main showcase. Let's ride it home. This song is a load of fun. It might be at a comfy 155 BPM, but because it is at such a comfy BPM, you are being thrown with many different kinds of patterns and notes. Staircases, jacks, flick bursts, 4 key elements such as one-hand trills and finger dexterity execution. This is a perfect track to truly demonstrate what CHUNITHM is about.
And well, we're about to finish this introductory section of Tricksters. And we're now entering the first section of the song, which is heavy in its first nature, as you can see with an absolute flurry of notes. Check that out.
Alright, into the first chorus of Tricksters, featuring many projects, flying air notes and air actions with multiple cross-handling bursts. A complete note salad of a chorus. And mind you, all this is just the start. Beazat is still holding Triple S plus pace, but let's see if we can hold onto it as we now enter the boss rush pattern of the song, but we're gonna give it a couple more of these cross hands. Here we go.
Fast.
Ooh.
And this song features several sections that are references to patterns found in some previously added 14 clusters, but it wasn't originally planned to be a 15 at first, but midway through charting, it decided otherwise. A lot of flick and swiping patterns throughout this mashup here. And we're approaching a very short rest section coming up.
Yeah. And he nails it amazingly, and we have a rest section. In my boss trick? Oh, great, I get a sip of water now.
Well, you cannot let your guard down though.
Yes, definitely not, because the final chorus is a home run of note density to the highest degree, with many patterns that are extremely easy to misname and make mistakes, and also just miss in general. We're now entering a build-up section that's rapidly increasing in difficulty and...
Whoa.
Small note. Small note? Who doesn't love small note? How about an insane rush of small notes?
Whoa.
And we'll bring back some of those patterns from the beginning again, even crazier cross-hand bursts that Beazat is just flushing with powder, sweat. We still got another section of this final chorus to go, and we are about to enter the ending of Trickster, just even more bursts. We got some flick bursts right here, and Pride, go ahead, tell us what
I
happened.
hate to cut in, but we
Go ahead.
hit $1 million raised for Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Time is coming up shortly for the main showcase.
goodness.
Time is coming up shortly, and time!
Oh my gosh, right under the wire, Twitch chat. You amaze me every single day. That is $1,000,000 raised before we hit time. That is a triple S plus for our marathon. Oh
That is
my
a
gosh, thank you all so much.
Be an HAC.
Oh
This has been one of the greatest experiences of my life right now. This is amazing. Quite frankly, I said I hate to cut in. I don't. This has been awesome. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much for helping us reach 1 million. I am looking forward to this incentive.
Thank
Wow.
you so much, Pride, for being our amazing host
Yeah.
as well.
Thank
And not
you.
only was that a great score from Beazat, that was some amazing commentary from you as well.
That was an amazing combination from all of us in gameplay. Well, first and foremost, thank you all so much for donating to hit $1 million, and because of that, we'll be doing the Metaverse Boss Rush Showcase incentive. I can assure all of you that our main showcase has not given you a glimpse of CHUNITHM's hardest content. If you thought whatever you just witnessed was like peak difficulty, nah. We are going to bring you what peak difficulty means in our incentive showcase. We will cover to the best of our degrees some of the most challenging charts in this whole game. Quickly, also, I would like to address that between this showcase getting accepted and into AGDQ, Sega have decided that it would be a great time to not only introduce a 50+, but also change the level system in Japan. And we're not running the Japan servers, unfortunately, so we can't show you here what 15+ means, but we will let all of you know what songs have been re-rated to a 15+. So I think we can get this incentive started.
So we shall
I'm
be
scared.
swapping players over, and we can get a few more donations in as we
Yep.
track.
Let's read some donations, right?
Oh my gosh, I have so many for y'all. We had people popping off for that CHUNITHM train. We had $100 from Cuddles who says, chugga, 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 CHUNITHM. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. There's so many. I'm having analysis paralysis. We have $25 from Kowise who says, I'm a simple guy. I hear Baka Mitai and Burning Rangers. I donate. 1 million hype. I can't get enough of CHUNITHM, so I'm donating so I can get some more. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, everyone. This has been absolutely amazing. We have $100 from Salvian who got their wish because they said need more CHUNITHM. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, all of you, either at Pittsburgh or at home, you all will be getting more CHUNITHM. We have 9 songs in this incentive. Each of us will be playing 3 incredibly difficult songs. Just gonna calm them down a little bit first before we get ourselves started. But again, thank you Pride so much, and thank you all for the donations still. Keep them coming, by the way. We're not done. We're not stopping at 1 million. Let's continue going on. Alright. Welcome back, Beazat.
Hello again, everyone. I would like to thank everyone for donating to the big 1 million goal, as now GDQ has raised $1 million. Can you believe that?
Amazing.
Also, I think for the final credit in the showcase, I hope you guys got to see some of the more technical charts in the game. Those are songs that I really enjoy. And now we'll hit into this boss rush incentive, shall we?
Yeah, we'll kick it off with Potential by Tag, revealed as the final side read boss song of King of Performance the third tournament back in 2022. So I believe, Blaze, you're ready? Let's get another countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start!
Alright, so back then the highest score that the champion of King of Performance got was actually 1,07,891, which was a triple S and a very impressive side read score considering the difficult speed changes that are scattered within this chart.
And indeed, and Blaze has actually practiced this song so many times to the point he has gotten in all justice. So let's see how he will perform today. Alright, let's start off with some straightforward 200 BPM patterns, as you would normally see from a level 15, in which case this day 15.1. We see some cross-handing already, some typical 4-key patterns too. This is all building up towards the difficult speed changes that we have just mentioned. How difficult will they be? Well, we'll find out very shortly. For some one-hand trills. And now we got some violent cross-hand bursts right here. Alright, here we go. Speed change. The song itself, together with the slow speed, has actually dropped a little. But as this song progresses, this song will ramp up in speed.
Yep, and not only will the song gradually increase in BPM, it will also increase in its intensity too.
Definitely, there's a nice swinging motion right here with your hands. Alright, but here it comes. We have our speed change. And another speed change. And another speed change. We do see some 24th burst as it just gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And be careful of the small note trill on the right. And he nails it.
Very impressive so far. Still triple S plus pace. We will also now be back to the original BPM of the song too. So from here on out, there will be no more speed changes. So it's just raw speed, stamina, hand control, and mental focus to see this part to the very end.
1 hold of a trill, 2 hold of a trill, big chord trills, and flashing finger lines as we now progress to the end of Potential.
Lots of 5-note trill patterns here that utilize both your hands in different ways.
Incoming triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, here we go. The ending of Potential. He's still holding on to triple S. He's still holding on to the FC. Will he get it right towards the end? And that is the full combo. Triple S on Potential. Oh my.
Well, I guess you can see why this was his very first level 15 AJ.
His first
Our
level
Justice.
15 Our Justice is this song. Incredible. And that's a triple SFC on the GDQ stage. Unbelievable.
Well, so that was a spectacle to watch. and we are not slowing down at all. Let's move on to the next song that will be coming up real soon.
Yep, because what may this song be? Is it going to be one of the 15 clusters in next version?
Well, I think we have our answer now. It will be. So this song is World Vanquisher by Boy, which I dare say is one of CHUNITHM's most iconic songs. This is rated at a 15.3 currently, and it's becoming a 15.5 in the next version, making it a 15 plus.
Alright, let us begin World Vanquisher. May I just say that the jacket art really looks like a robot spinning pizza on his finger.
Does it?
It does. Oh my god.
It does, doesn't it? Alright, anyways, piano. I love piano. I played a piano song just now. Here's some piano. You can't go wrong with piano. But of course, with such a simple introduction, it can only get harder from here.
Definitely. And we only do go up from here. We begin this chart off with some slide swinging, some incredibly tricky and fast 4-key patterns, and if you think that this is difficult, well, it only gets tougher from here on out.
So you know how I made the joke about the pizza earlier? I'm gonna run with that joke for the rest of this chart. We got a bunch of pepperonis scattered across the table with strings of cheese, and with all these slide flicking motions, it feels like you're a chef cleaning up the remains and debris of pizza off the counter. We got some incredible bursts of speed right here with the flicks and the slides. I don't think we have enough sliding motion, so we got more slides right here. We bring back these 4 key elements mixed in with air notes, where you are required to hit these air notes with one hand and the trills with the other hand with incredible precision and timing. And now we have a little bit of a break.
Okay, so enough with the pizza jokes. We now have a little bit of a break section with these slides and air holds that exist in one large hold note. So you can basically ignore the hold note for the entirety of this segment because if you play the accompanying slide notes, you will have one hand constantly on the ground slider anyway. But be careful though, as there are still some cross hands to do.
Yeah, we exit the segment with some alternating chords and swinging slides and air holds in between. We do it again. And now we got some fast 4-key patterns. The song, you can hear the intensity is ramping up higher and higher. And the chart, it just gets denser and denser. And we come to a halt right here. Because it's a piano solo. It's a good time to rest your hands. But what's about to come is going to be unstoppable. Here we go. Chorus time with one hand trills and a swinging air to ground motion with your other hand. This pattern is incredibly exhausting and tough to execute properly. And just when you think you've run out of stamina, here comes more 4-key salad. Now you're feeling like a chef, talking in overtime. More of these fast flick bursts too. More cross hands, more of these pizza flicking ingredient showing jokes. I'm lost. Alright, but are we done? No, we're not done. One hand trill with these EX notes and air notes moving in and out. We got another 4-key section coming up right here. And why not? Throwing some EX notes. And why not be throwing some chord jacks, some jump jacks into some unbelievably brutal flicks. And we close it off with chords. Chords rolls into air. And a large hold note. And that was World Vanquisher.
And that was it. Blaze of Scotland. Triple S on a 15 plus.
Triple S. 1,008,323. Oh my goodness.
This guy
I need
is,
water.
this guy is really on form today.
He is blazing, you could say that.
Ugh. I don't know if I like that joke.
Oh no, it's okay. You're stuck with me, unfortunately. Well then, let's finish Blaze's credit off with quite ironically named Dart, the first Seeker of Souls, composed by Sega's in-house composers Kenji Mizuno and Kanon Oguni, clocking in at a 15.3 chart constant and a BPM of 222. You'll see a mash of orchestral melodies and some nimble movements.
Speaking of chart constant, this song actually is getting buffed to 15.6 in the next version, making it a 15 plus as well. There's also currently a title that you get for getting a triple S plus rank on Master difficulty, which disappears next version too.
Yeah, I don't think I have it yet actually. I think I should get into grinding this after the showcase ends.
Yes, you should, and there's always a chance to get it.
Yeah. Alright.
Anyways, we begin this song with some organ playing, and as you can see, there are some white and black lines in the middle of the hold notes which mimic the keys of an organ. This part is really so slow and so uncomfortable.
It is very slow. It is extremely slow, my goodness. We got a one-hand trill. He nails the trill.
Nice.
Alright, here we go. Let's get ready. Some rapid 4-key pattern action right out of the gate in a slow build-up to the first section. Here we go. Get ready. Hard style and mild gesture. Alright, we are back to some more rapid 4-key action that requires either excellent finger dexterity or blistering hand coordination to achieve high accuracy. The end is upon you.
So the end is totally upon Blaze's credit. Now it's my turn for cringe joke. Now onto a violin solo where, as you can see, Blaze is required to cross his hands from one side of the slider to the other. Now there's some whole notes inside of a large slide. Soon you see a jump through to begin the next section. Here we go.
Yeah, some rapid slides slapping with some high-speed air action notes and clicks, essentially forcing the player to always be moving their hands upwards or sideways. Quick burst 1. Quick burst 2. And a small break.
But watch out, soon.
More burst.
That's right. Building up to the climax of the song.
Boy, here we go. Here's the climax, a mashup of everything you know now put into a pattern rush that includes fast 4-key action, many crossover movements, and this creates a challenging reading experience for the player, in which they have to also combat their slowly depleting stamina at this point of the song.
He's still hanging in there fine. We have some flick bursts now that you will see that they are increasingly masked by air crushes, so they end up looking like city purple notes.
Let's bring back some hard style, shall we? Demanding 4-key section, yellow lines on the side, incredibly fast chord airs on one hand and the other, and a complete and total EX note mash right here.
And we are not even at the end of the song yet. More of these disguised air crush flicks, as well as some rapid 4-key patterns again.
It really just continues to attack your psyche to a crushing end here. And one last violin solo. And the song finally comes to a close. And that was that. And that was Blaze. Give it up.
Blaze has shown us an incredible double S plus rank of 1,006,605.
Wow, I need water. And also with that being said, it's my turn to get up on the podium. So let's get some donations with Pride. Take it away.
One second, sorry. Sorry, I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. That was amazing. What? Oh my gosh, this was so worth hitting the million. We have so many people who agree here. We have $1,000 from DDR Coder who says, donating $1 for each note Raveille hits. Uh-oh, I'm broke. Thank you so much. We appreciate your sacrifice, soldier. We have $25 from Kubaru, who says 1 million hype and love a good rhythm game showcase, so had to donate. You got this, Blaze. Putting my donation towards singing No Promises to Keep for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Stay wonderful, everyone. That's a great thing to bring up. Y'all, you have been crushing donations so much. We had to open some extra donations, or we had to open some extra incentives, my goodness, to appease your thirst for these. So be sure to check that whenever you're sending in your donations. We have a couple of lovely incentives for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming up. Time for one more?
Yep, let's have one more.
Excellent. I have $35 from Theof Normie, who says, Hi, Raveille. I promised earlier in the GDQ Discord chat to donate $25 for all justice you get on your second credit. So here's $25 plus an extra $10 because that full combo on that last song was just so good not to donate for. Congratulations to you, Blaze, and Beazat for an incredible showcase. P.S. Shoutouts to the GDQ Discord and their bingo card.
Nice. Hopefully we'll see some more crazy scores in the boss rush. Thanks everyone again for the generous donations. Raveille is now going to show us Disruptor Array composed by Akira Complex. So this chart is actually quite a polarizing one, as it leans really heavily into 4-key patterns. So most of the chart's difficulty comes from unbelievably fast and dense taps across only 4 lanes. In fact, you could say that how well you do for this chart depends entirely on your 4-key ability.
For me, and perhaps Raveille, we have experience with games like DJ Max and Raveille that really help build solid 4T fundamentals. As you can see, the notes here are mainly confined to 4 lanes.
So we mentioned this chart being quite a polarizing one. So this chart essentially split the player base into people like Blaze and Raveille, who think it's one of the easiest 15s, and arguably normal people like me who find the chart unreasonably difficult and even cringe.
I think that just sounds like you have what we call a skill issue.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Raveille's currently doing just fine though. He's holding an all justice pace. So this chart came out as 15.2, and funnily enough, since the notes were so densely packed, players found out that they can make use of CHUNITHM's lenient judgment system and basically swipe and mash their way to good scores, eventually leading to its demotion to 15.1.
What a sad day for 4T players. We're approaching the first break section of the song. This chart gives players some time to rest before gradually accelerating from 230 BPM all the way to a staggering 400.
400.
Watch as the chart keeps going faster and faster, kind of like what we saw in Potential 3. Red line streaking across the sides as well. Can Raveille keep up?
He's hanging in there.
Ooh, and he nails the speed up section.
Made it through. Currently at 2 misses.
That mic check. Oops, sorry, I failed it. I will catch it next time. That was one of the 2 major difficulty spikes that we just went through. Here's some cross hand flick burst accompanied with lots of air notes. The hands will be jumping around.
This part is really fun to play. And you can hear the lyrics go "Don't stop," and upon hearing that, you better brace yourself for the unrelenting ending that's about to come up soon.
Hold it. Mic check.
Nice,
There we
got it.
go.
We're first going to do a bit more jumping around as we build up to the grand finale.
I hope the continuous air notes aren't stripping too much of Raveille's stamina away, because what comes up truly doesn't stop.
Look at this chart, it's just taps, no airs, no flicks, no nothing. It's so boring.
But it's really fast, come on! And Raveille's still on triple S pace, and is he gonna close it out? He does!
Wow, nice. And that was Disruptor Array. It really looks as bad as I remember. But not for Raveille though, who gets a triple S score, 1,08,732.
Very commendable.
That
Only
really
3 misses
must have-
and no attack.
Exactly, no attacks, and it must have really drained his stamina by a ton. So Blaze, what kind of song do you think Raveille will be showcasing next? Will it be something more on the technical side? Surely it can't get more stamina intensive than
The
this.
only way to find out is to give our blessings to the divine tuning lord.
The what, Lord?
Look, it's this, whatever monstrosity this is on the jacket art. The song title translates to "Praise be to our divine tuning lord, who has transcended chaos and is well known in the community as Tonton." This is the part of the showcase where the song names could even be longer than the speedruns at GDQ.
Definitely. So here we go for the song. I wonder what it's gonna be like.
Wow, let's hear it.
Alright, so from the beginning, the song already sounds extremely menacing with the choir and the strings. So this song, Confon, has a 15.3 chart constant and will be pushed up to 15 plus in the next version, sitting at 15.5. So when this came out back then in CHUNITHM Air Plus, it was the highest rated chart, and thus once the hardest song in CHUNITHM.
See? Watch out for some extremely fast stack flicks right there. That's way harder to hit than it looks. One more set.
Now, let me answer this question. What kind of chart is this? Well, so for the longest time, this chart was considered to be the stamina chart of CHUNITHM. So even with all the modern charts that have come out, this 7-year-old chart is still regularly brought up as one of the toughest stamina checks in the game. Constant inputs at 240 BPM is really no joke. So not only is this chart stamina intensive, it also throws in many fast flicks, fast tap slide. Also, the eerie vocals make it sound like there's an incantation going on right now.
Yeah, exactly. Almost like a crucifixion, condemning none other than our runner Raveille. There's a tricky slowdown here, and Raveille gets the right timing. He's through.
So the toughest songs in CHUNITHM tend to be themed around ancient gods and other deities. So this song's corresponding character is called Omega Quintus, who in the CHUNITHM universe is seen as the creator god. So hence the prominent featuring of these chanting vocals that create an almost sacred feel.
Raveille's holding 2 attacks, merely 2, and he's on Super plus pace. That's amazing what a 15-20.
We're now at the climax of Conton with alternating holds on one hand and constant taps on the other. So when both hands are made to do different things at such speed, it really throws off your rhythm.
And as if you aren't tired enough, let's throw your hand from one end of the ground slider immediately to the other. Take a look. It's coming up right about now. Here. Jeez.
So the ending of the song is also really brutal, where the game tests your accuracy by throwing countless tap slides made up of the smallest notes possible right at you. As you can see, they start to show up around here.
Oh, hold on. Raveille's holding 2S plus. Oh my god. You're gonna do it.
Wow.
Let's go!
Our guy Raveille has all the strength in the world. A stamina check, he passes those with ease.
Wow.
And a full combo, which is his first time ever getting a
Oh
full
yeah,
combo.
that's amazing. Getting a first ever full combo during GDQ.
Like, imagine
Incredible stuff.
being at GBQ. That's such a crazy thing to do.
Wow. Alright, after praising this tuning lord, let's move on to pay a visit to the Divine Mother.
The divine who?
Raveille's final track of the credit has a title that can be translated to Prayer. We are those who walk with the Divine Mother. The final boss of the first generation of CHUNITHM cabinets. This song was created through a collaboration of 5 of Sega's in-house composers.
So this song is a 15.4. The song is going to become the highest possible, a record-breaking 15.7 in the next version, making it one of the hardest songs in the whole game to do. So somehow this song manages to sound even more ominous than Conton, and we're only just about 10 seconds in.
It really does. It's extremely difficult too. According to user-submitted statistics, this chart has the least number of players who have achieved a Request Plus rank, or a 1,009,000 score. Even in the song's introduction, already showcasing some of the most complex patterns you'll ever see in this game, demanding an extremely high level of difficulty.
So believe it or not, we're actually approaching one of the easier parts of the song, which still challenges the player with holds and then notes within those holds. So while these patterns are already pretty tricky, later sections will ramp the difficulty up so high with so many actions at once that you think it borders on being straight up unfair.
Yeah, it's everything, everywhere, all at once. Whoa, check out those stairs.
Alright, and
Master Flight.
what adds to the difficulty of this song is that none of the sections repeat. And so you really just have to learn so many difficult, complicated patterns like these
this one.
tabs. They run all over the slide.
We're seeing tons of flicks and tons of air movement going up and down, doing it constantly for almost 3 minutes, tends to bring an incredible score to your arm muscle, especially right after Raveille just finished Conton. Check out this chorus, it is one of the most memorable parts of the song.
Coming up to the rest section. Okay, so this is the final rest section before the chart really spirals into chaos. So incredibly, the global high score for this chart is a staggering all justice with only 2 non-justice criticals. As you can see, Raveille has 45 now. How does that
How
work?
is that even remotely possible? And the toughest part of the song hasn't even appeared yet. Prepare to be amazed.
So this is a cool technique to simplify the pattern here. Look at Raveille just rubbing the air slider. One hand is all you need.
And now into the final chorus with a fury of 4 keys, stairs, first, jacks, you name it, and this chart has it. How you're supposed to do any of this?
Hey, you know when you're in doubt, just swipe and mash. Raveille is making it somewhat work here. Check out this swiping action.
Wow, this is the hardest part of the chart. That through, Raveille wipes it through. And that was Inori. Raveille's stamina must have ran out by now. He pulled through the score of 1,006,235. Seeing this chart really makes me wonder how players can achieve scores so close to perfection in the first place.
Definitely.
It's also time to switch players. As we approach the end of this boss rush, let's get some more donations ready.
Absolutely, folks. I'm so flabbergasted here that I'm having trouble sorting through all of these because I'm just have my eyes glued to this screen. This is amazing. But I do have $1,000 from Anonymous here who says, in honor of our friend Aaron, who passed away at the end of 2024 from pancreatic cancer. We miss you, Aaron. Thank you, AGDQ, and everyone who donates to support this crucial cause. And thank you so much for honoring your friend's memory and getting us to that $1 million. We also have $50 here from friend of Matilda, who says, when my friend finally convinced me to watch a GDQ event live, I had no idea the kind of absolute spectacle I was in for. This is my new obsession, new love, and new life. And I don't think I could have chosen a better community. I agree, GDQ is so amazing and does so many good things for so many people.
Thank you all again for the wonderful
Thank you.
donations. Feeling all right, Raveille?
I can tell you, I don't think I've had a tougher credit in my life. Oh, but we have already showcased a few technical charts while Beazat is the runner. How about we show another technical chart from the Metaverse series?
Well, here we go. This is Extra by Silent Room. Yes, X7124 is pronounced Extra. It's just lead speak.
Yeah.
Just like Disruptor Array, there's also a chart constant of 15.1. But we should let the chart speak first.
Indeed, we shall. We have shown all of you some incredibly tiring and incredibly high-speed songs. Like on my credit, my arms are so sore, by the way. This one's quite a contrast. This one's a contrast. It's a nice 180 BPM for starters. A couple of 4 key staircases to begin the shot off right here.
So look, they're shifting from lane 1, lane 2, all the way to lane 4.
Alright, now I want all of you to look at the slides and look at the hand camera right now.
Oh. Wow, that's some impressive finger dexterity.
Pinky and thumb.
No other chart in the game asks you to hit this way.
Yeah, how often do you look at a rhythm game and you think, I should use my pinky fingers? You rarely ever need to use them, but Beazat uses them with absurd precision. And now we're back to some more 4 key patterns and some cross hands as well, because you can never escape them.
Yeah, this chart proves that difficulty doesn't necessarily equate to high speed. Charts like Extra can show that if you're going to force the player into uncomfortable postures while playing, it can make for a challenging experience.
Yeah, look at the hand cam. The cross hand is crazy. Challenging experience because we have polyrhythms. Polyrhythms are rhythms that make use of 2 or more different rhythms simultaneously. And as you can see, the snaking slide around some outrageous whole chunks. This now introduces the element of extreme precise rhythm and control. And now we got some 4 key because every chart is 4 key. Yeah.
And that will conclude the first half of Extra. And we now have a little bit of a break. These slides have an air hold that requires you to cross your hands again and again.
And if you're familiar with Silent Room's other major song hit now, we have a couple more body bendings on your way. Click
here.
taps into trills, and a cross hand trill, and into the chorus. More cross hands, because we love them. More of these white slides that go from left to right and back again. And also because CHUNITHM really likes them too, we're gonna see some 4 key patterns right after this cross handing section. Alright, here comes the 4 key patterns.
Right here. Beazat handles them very well. So on triple S pace.
Yep. We still got a few more
watch
holds
out.
here. And I'll count the notes in each verse. We got 3, 4, 6, 8. And now back to more 4 keys. Let's close off Extra with some speed, shall we? 24 stairs.
Hit it.
And he does. He nails it on Showcase. Let's go.
Watch out for the ending cross hands.
And again. And a repeat of the intro that leads us to the conclusion of Extra.
An amazing triple S by Beazat.
Once again, showing it how it's Done, man.
with his total non-justice critical count less than 50. That's
Less than
amazing.
50. And more rating as well. He's gonna gain rating for like every song in this
Yeah.
showcase at this point. Alright, well, we have showcased one of the most technically demanding charts. Let's probably show everyone what we could argue and say is the most technically demanding chart.
The definitive hardest.
Macrocosmos, composed by Leaf, which is a 15.2, and some people have made relations from this song to Leaf's other widely popular song, LF0.
And the beginning, we will see shortly. This
Yeah,
is
oh,
another
that's
one
by the
of...
way.
Yeah. How does he do it?
It's Beazat.
It's Beazat.
He will do it. It's in his name.
And the beginning already gets you with these egregious patterns that don't even seem to have a timing or rhythm.
Yeah, in fact, the BPM of this song is 42. Just 42. It's a reference to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, where 42 is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything.
It certainly doesn't sound like it's just 42 beats per minute. And I'm very confused with these patterns over here.
Oh my
What's going
gosh.
on? Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at that snake.
What an insane introduction! And now we got a bit of a slower section with some 4 key patterns sandwiched in between 2 slides. And now we'll see some hold, and now some quick fire air holds right here. Air actions and flicks, and some sprinklings of 4 key patterns drizzled in.
Everything is way harder than it looks like. Promise.
Yeah.
And over here, we'll see Beazat having the entire playfield to simplify the pattern. Woo.
Now we have some moving 4 key hold staircases.
Due to
Look
the
at them.
extended length of the hold notes, it is way harder than it looks like.
It is definitely, yeah.
If you let go your fingers just slightly too early, you'll attack the notes. And the song starts to slow down, it seems like. We got some slides on the left and on the right. It sounds like it might be building up into something.
It might. Yeah, we're speeding up with some cross-hand slides with the air note. And beware of this next section here with flick bursts inside the slide. So a lot of rubbing going on the ground slider. And we mirror it on the opposite hand. And now we will enter it.
What did the child stop?
Whoa! What is happening?
A chain of chords.
Oh, is rewinding
One
time?
more? Whoa! Wait,
Time stopped again. What is going on?
one hit him up! He nails it!
He anticipated with one attack. Let's enter the final climax of this absolute thunderstorm of a song and chart. I don't even know how to properly describe these patterns. It's a salad toss with bits of everything imaginable. You got cross stands, you got jacks, flick bursts, flips, drum trills, hot overlaps. It is absolutely chaotic.
If you want true chaos, have some true chaos. Check that out.
What? Whoa! Wait.
He just jumped it that hard.
He did. One final split jump trill towards the end. Project Rush. And now we have the ending. But be warned. Be warned. It is not coming
There's
out.
one more pattern.
We got a few more wacky bursts. And that was Macrocosmos. One attack. One attack.
An absolutely incredible score to do live on a GTQ stage.
For just to put into perspective, I don't have a triple S or an FC.
Me neither. Oh, I do have a triple S, but I don't have an FE either.
I don't have. He just FC'd it in GDQ.
One attack.
Oh,
No more. One.
Alright, well, we have one more song.
Well, with that being said, all good things will eventually come to it.
Yep, but don't be sad because it's over. Smile because we are ending the showcase with its very title. Y'all donated for the Metaverse Boss Song Rush, so I think it is only fair we bring to you the Metaverse first story of the Swedish track composed by Takinobu Mitsuyoshi and Shoji Meguro.
Yes, this is essentially the pinnacle of CHUNITHM, regarded as the toughest song in the entirety of the game. With a current chart constant of 15.4, and it will be re-rated to a 15 plus in the next version, a whopping 15.7. Let's end this showcase off with a banger.
Alright, and we began this chart with a jump scale note. If there is any song in this game that tells you I am the king and you should fear me, it is this one. Alright, some fast-paced air notes, coupled with a couple of flick cross hand bursts as well. And we are only 20 seconds into the song.
And Beazat passes that with full justice.
Yeah, mostly a repeat
The
of what we
cleanness
saw.
of execution.
Alright, whopping slide. And here we go.
Just look at those flick bursts and hold. The level of precision, aim, speed, control, and stamina. We have talked about all those elements of skill when it comes to Chunism. And this chart tests everything under the sun.
Yeah, how about repeat of the starting patterns, more alternating, some flick bursts, view of the crab. Nails it. Alright, here we go. Into a guitar solo. More flicking into air motions with a few faulty patterns, into a control trill, and some rapid flick bursts. Watch out for these slides and flicks here too. Alright, let's throw in some chord action and flicks that make you feel like you're strumming an electric guitar. Flick, flick, flick. One more time. Flick, flick, flick. And on to the next section.
Now here's an interesting section that tests your finger dexterity. Making sure you tap and hold down the right note with the right fingers. Watch out for a few cross times too.
Air hole tune coming. And go gadget reverse time. Alright, let's have some holds now to give you space to breathe.
Ooh, I need to take a break.
Alright, now let's take away that breathing space. We don't need that anymore. We got triple taps and we got some chords, and now one hand is hitting triplet holds with the other hand hitting precise rhythm and air notes. And then we switch it around and we switch it back and throw in more notes and again chord S into a stair burst and into another triple section right here.
It's absolutely relentless. The amount of accuracy needed with your fingers in aiming and timing is astonishing. And Beazat is still holding triple S plus pace.
Unbelievable. Repeating it again. And now we got some 5-note stairs into a 24 burst into slides with notes in them. Staircase, 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 trills into staircase, trills into staircase, 24 trills into staircase, and again, and again, and again, and again, and bang! Notes! More notes! More notes! Slides with notes in them, with flicks in them, chords slamming the holds with bursts, and again, and again. Will he triple S? Time is coming up shortly. Time is coming up shortly. And time! Just shy of the triple S, but it's okay. Oh. This is like this is basically the hardest song in the game, and he almost got the triple S live as well.
That's goes better.
One more round.
Wow, that's just better than my personal best. Let's put it.
That's higher than mine was your best as well. Alright, amazing score. So I think with that being said, first and foremost, this has been an amazing opportunity for myself. My last appearance in GDQ was 2021. Back then, I was still in mandatory army service. I did not have any idea if I was going to be able to commentate that my finale showcase, but I ended up doing so. And I would have not imagined myself in a million other universes that the opportunity to come back to GDQ to commentate and even play in the showcase is even possible again. So massive thanks go out to my fellow runners and commentators, Beazat and Blaze. They are some of Trinidad International's best, so do check them out on social media. Beazaters, that's Beazat with an ERS, and Imagine Blaze, both on Twitter, and I am Raveille N on Twitter. Thanks to our on-site audience over here. Fantastic stuff. Thank you to Starward Kirby86 and Nullific for being our beacons, our lighthouses. Without them, we would be absolutely lost on how to deliver a great rhythm game showcase. Thanks to the arcade, Burningside Basement, for letting us use their arcade cabinet for the showcase. Thank you, Pride, for being a great host today as well.
Thank you all so much for being incredible. This has been genuinely one of the most amazing hosting experiences of my life. Y'all are amazing. If you ever need another host for anything, hit me up. This has
definitely
been awesome.
Yeah, huge thanks to the GDQ Games Committee as well for giving us a mission a chance. And I'm now going to speedrun some shoutouts. Geki to my Trinidad channel, you know who you are. My friends in WDM and Obala TFT Rowing, Trinidad Singapore's WhatsApp group, Vancouver Rhythm Games, big shoutouts to Amai, Codex and 4199, my Trinidad team, whose name I cannot say on stream, but you know who you are too. The Ikigai Arcade at the venue, go check them out. They have some amazing rhythm games to play as well. The GDQ Discord server, hope you are completing your bingo cards. And yeah, to everyone watching back in Pittsburgh on Twitch, thank you all for making one of my biggest dreams come true. That's all for me. Anything you want to add? Denise, Beazat?
All right. Sorry, excuse me for my voice as I've screamed quite a bit just now. All right, let me quickly shout out some people. First, my amazing team, Sane Game Mode, and my teammates who are part of the audience here. And most importantly, my dad. My dad is a cancer survivor. He's a He's really old this year. He's approaching 72 years old. And I'm so glad to be able to also do something and contribute to the Prevent Cancer Foundation so that no one else needs to have a father like mine anymore. Sorry. All right, and to everyone on my school band VAS, if you're watching, thank you so much for tuning in. And to all the Taiwanese and Hong Kong CHUNITHM players over there watching, thank you all so much for watching as well. And that's all from me.
Yep. All right. I'll just keep mine pretty short as the two beside me have already expressed a lot of gratitude that I share with them. All right. So shout outs to Raveille here and Blaze here for getting me on board. So I wasn't actually originally going to be a part of this showcase, but they warmly accommodated me. So I'd like to thank them for that. And I would like to thank the GDQ crowd for watching and donating to a great cause. Thank you, Pride, for hosting as well. And I just have one shout out to my friend Russell, who introduced me to the game CHUNITHM. So without him, I wouldn't even be here.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Russell. All right, with that being said, the next segment is going to be the Red Bull Daily Recap. So we're going to send this stream back to Pittsburgh. And from all of us here in Singapore, 1, 2, 3, bye-bye!